Hello, hello. I'm Dr. Sunnyface. Alright, everybody. 404 guy here, 7HE, 404GUY, back with some more Kerbal Space Program. I don't know why it's not showing there. But, as usual, I guess, before we get into the episode. No! Wrong one! Warning. This program contains coarse humor and a sense of language that some people might not share. Viewer discretion is advised. But I bet that just makes you want to watch it even more. Where the hell is it? Oh, I bet I know what's going on. Yeah, that's it. There we go. Alright, yeah, I thought I was still playing Hyperdimension for some reason. Okay, so we're back. What missions do we have? Oh wow, we actually have a few missions here. There's one more mission I want to take on, though. Look at this. This duration is 228 years. 228 years. Why the hell not? That's effectively infinite time. I mean... Okay, realistically, maybe 228 years is a bit of a long time for a mission, but still. We need to build something with a telescope on it, reach an orbit of the Sun, and map 14 asteroids. Will happen passively over a length of time, as long as any active sentinels are near the specified orbit. They do not need to be newly launched. You will receive progress notifications as suitable asteroids are mapped. Okay, good. Reasonable, reasonable. What are the time limits on the rest of these? I should determine which ones are most important at the moment. So this one's 9 years. I gotta plant a flag on the moon. Okay. Science data from space around Kerbal. I can do that immediately. Science data from the surface of Minimus. I can do that immediately as well. So why the hell don't I? Hold on. Space around Kerbal. I'm pretty sure I got one. I need at least... It's a fuel a refueler? What the hell's that doing there? What's this guy? Comsat? I don't think that has science. Okay, well, whatever. I'll transmit science on my way out. We wanted science from the surface of Mini-Moose, didn't we? Where the hell am I going? Where's Mini-Moose? There's Mini-Moose. Oi, Mini-Moose. I need surface data. Mini-Moose thingy. That's a good one. Right, so first things first, science data from the surface of Mini-Moose. What the hell happened to this thing? This thing fell over when I wasn't watching. It's still got fuel in it, I could probably take off again. The question is, do I want to? There we go, that's what I'm looking for. Pressure. Easily done, easily done. What else we need? We still need that space around Kerbal. Okay, well. I'm going to build a moon lander here. And hopefully, well, it's going to be somewhat of a moon lander. It will land on the moon. That's for certain. But it'll also land on Minimus, which will be even more fun. Let's see. How should we build this thing? I kind of like the MK1. It's a solid design choice for the discerning space pilot. Who's in need of an upgrade? Yeah, we'll just put you on. Let's see here. Actually, I think I probably... Yeah, don't bother saving that. I think I already have one that's suitable. Asteroid miner, not quite. I thought I had Jabberoo. That's too expensive, though. Huh. Alright, well we'll build one new then. Because why not? This is going to be using the most efficient engines in the game. That is, of course, the atomic engine. The atomic engine is by far the most, well, not most powerful, obviously, but the most efficient engine in the entirety of Kerbal Space Program. You can basically confirm that by looking at its specific impulse, which is on the order of a few hundred, as composed to all other engines, touting a much lower maximum, somewhere around the 350 range. These are going to be auxiliary fuel tanks. Though they still need to be stabilized against moving around too much. Oops. Come on, you. There we go. Alright. I've already made a mistake. I don't want this thing. Utility. This converter thingy. And I think it counts, yeah, it counts as a fuel tank. A few of these ore guys. Right? That's what I'm talking about. Okay. Not utility. We need more science as well. So we're going to put this little box thingy on here. How should we do this? I'm going to make it symmetrical. I am going to try and rendezvous with some of the science spacecraft. Seismic thingy-majing. Oh, jeez. Now there's 4 of them. Well, that's just lovely. Is that all we need? We could do pressure. No, pressure's kind of worthless. We won't do pressure. This will be useful as we're exiting the atmosphere. You know, I never thought, how am I gonna rendezvous with those aircraft? I'm gonna need to do like a mini docking port. Let's put it like right there. Oh, jeez. Yeah, that's gonna be really, yeah, this is a smart idea right here, trying to... We've seen how much difficulty I've had rendezvousing 2 aircraft when it's like straight ahead. Can I make that straight ahead? No, I can't. Oh. That'll be rage-inducing. We'll see how that goes. Probably not very well. Alright, let's wrap it all up. No, wait. We still need electrical stuff. I can't get ahead of myself with this. This thing's gonna be like... Uh-oh, where'd that go? This thing is gonna be the... Come on, pick it up! Most important spacecraft that I build. I cannot do this improperly. As I proceed to locate a place for the thermals. Thermals are next. That's never gonna work. Smaller thermals. That'll actually work. That's good enough for me. Okay, let's wrap this up in a payload holder. We need something to decouple that. There we go. Alright. So, to the moon. This should get us to the moon, no problem. I mean, that's not really a concern. To Minimus. The bigger concern. Why? Wait. I've done something stupid again. Get rid of that. I've got the resource converter and everything. I've got nothing to mine with. Let's get the miner. Better idea. Landing gear. That'll work. This is how I do landing gear with the nerve engine. Because it ends up being necessary in some extent. Or to some extent, I should say. Wrong way. There we go. Alright. So on those, we put our landing gear. I'm going to put the heavy landing struts on there. And hopefully not upside down. That gives us a wide base. And probably should keep our engine from blowing up. Hello, Kerbal Chris. Welcome to the 404 Guy channel. How am I gonna mine with this thing? I'm gonna put 4 of these guys on. And again, we're gonna have those facing the correct direction there. Whoops. There we go. So when these extend... Alright, those are not going to be down low enough. Not nearly. I'm going to move these up. Oops. Come on. There we go. That's not... Oh boy. I broke it. I broke it. Okay, here we go. These need to be up and centered. This drill... Okay, that's going to be very tight tolerance there. I think there's a longer arm I can use for the landing, which I think I should probably use. Obviously, short arms are too short, so use the long one. Oh wow, that is a long one, isn't it? Okay, let's see here. Oh, wrong way, there we go. That should be more than sufficient. If I can't get this to work, then there's something wrong with me. Go. Again, these are too low. Whoa, jeez. Quit scaring me like that, game. It's not fair. Move these up. You don't need them to be that low now. Something like this ought to work. And that gives us room for the mining equipment. You know what? I have obviously not planned this out very well because I don't have a single battery on board of this thing. So in the absence of any electrical power whatsoever, let's get quite a few of these. How much are those? Those are 2,000 apiece. Those are 1,000 apiece. That'll work. Okay. So 99,000 Kerbal dollars just for this base. I say this is worth it. Like, totally. Next, structural. We need this to go down. Well, that's tiny. There we go. Need this to be payload holder. Need this to be enclosed is the next step. Alright. Alright, there we go. So this monstrosity is going to be interplanetary, hopefully. With any luck. Next, these giant-ass fuel tanks that are going to actually carry it into space. And I'm just gonna friggin' just put whatever gets there. Whatever gets there goes is the basic principle that I'm gonna be following in this one. That ought to do some kind of job. Let's do some heavy coupling. Put on a couple of additional high grade. How heavy is this thing, by the way? 133 tons. So 1,800 kilonewtons ought to be just enough. Wait, how much does this weigh? 42 tons. Ugh. That ought to be close to being enough. These will provide almost enough thrust. So I suppose coupled with the heavy engine, that ought to be enough then, right? Put some aerodynamic smoothing on there and a couple of aerodynamic controls. We need something heavy for this thing. Don't I have a giant aircraft? There we go, tail fin. That's it. Need more aerodynamic control. There we go. I call it intermodal because... oh, geez. I forget. I need to get, like, a checklist of things that I need to put on spacecraft before I just blindly throw them into space. On that list would be communications. There. Alright, that gives us everything, just about. So we've got power, we've got resource conversion, we've got landing gear, we've got stuff that'll drill, and we've got, hopefully, enough thrust to survive taking off. So let's see how it does. Alright. Predictions. Prediction number 1. This won't work. Prediction number 2. Well, I guess I should really keep that going. It's gonna be very loud. Jeez, that's loud. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna revert flight anyway. We're not in the correct position to hit the moon, so we've got to revert the flight. Going for a straight shot here. So there we are. Yeah, as you can see, the moon is nowhere near being aligned with us. Are we going to catch up with it, though? Okay, we'll catch up with it here. How's that? That's straight ahead. No, we need a little more. Okay, how's that? That's just about perfect. Alright, let's do it. 3, 2, 1. That's pretty loud, isn't it? I'll say. So, here's hoping that this stays reasonable. We've got such little electronic stabilization on this. I'm going to be surprised if this actually does work. Because it theoretically should not. I'm also going to be surprised if we still have a launch pad after this, because these things tend to blow it up. Oh. Alright. We're at 13 kilometers. Closing in on almost 1,000 meters per second. This has a very agreeable thrust, I should say. Very agreeable. Look at that. Like I needed 4 engines. Okay, let's get rid of that. These 4 are no longer necessary. I don't have... oh, jeez. I always forget something, don't I? I don't have any parachutes. That's gonna suck. Alright. While we're at it, let's get rid of this. Look at that. We're not only in orbit, 150,000 K, and we've barely used up a lick of fuel. That's what I call successful. Alright, let's point ourselves prograde there. Get ourselves a little bit of thrust. There we go. Nice. Let's hope that we're in a stable control scheme here, otherwise that's going to be a little difficult. Get the antennas out. Alright. Next one I want to do is I'm just going to quarantine a couple of these. I don't want to use up all of my fuel if I don't have to. Since we're sticking within the Kerbal sphere, or the Kerbal sphere of influence, I don't imagine that we're actually going to use up all that much fuel. Oh, crap. I was going to do an atmosphere skim. Yeah. That didn't happen. That's worthless anyway. Okay. How we doing here? This is... I guess I could say within reason. It's going to be close, but it looks like it is going to hit, so that's good. Alright. What's our acceleration rate? Oh my god, 25 meters, that's like 2 Gs. My pilot is passed out right now. Oh, I guess not. My pilot should be passed out right now. This thing's accelerating at friggin' 30 meters per second squared. That's insane. That's like... three times as much as 10 meters per second squared. Usually ground level acceleration is actually 10 meters per second squared, so that's almost 3 Gs. Okay, very, very gently here. Okay, how's this looking? Alright, this is looking like we're just going to get pushed into a polar orbit. But it's looking okay. 300. Yeah, we can do that. That's going to be no problem whatsoever. Alright, let's leave that as is. Alright, solar panels. Right, so that's 3 solar panels, and we need... No, that's not 3, that's 4. Counting with the 404 guy. Alright. Yeah, that looks like a very screwed up orbit. That's basically acceleration going... should be reasonable. Alright, we're just going to pause there. Alright then. It would appear as though a cat is trying to shove a mouse under the door. I was wondering what that noise was. It wouldn't be on the recording, but it was certainly loud to my ears. That's the sound of a cat trying to shove a mouse through a half-inch gap. Hence the reason that I was confused. Alright. Back to this. On our approach here, this is going to take a very long time. And I can't warp and have this automatically adjust. I have to wait for this to adjust and then I warp. A little bit annoying. Oh my god, look at this thing. I've barely... Okay, yeah, I've touched actually a lot of fuel out of this thing. But I haven't even... touch the fuel out of the auxiliary tanks even. I haven't even gone to the atomic engine. So we're doing well good here. 9 seconds of burn, we can do that no problem. Alright. Get ready to punch this thing into orbit. Give it a couple of seconds. Alright, we're good. Ooh, just barely. Alright. That takes care of this thing. Let's get rid of it. Okay, slight problem. Always check your staging before you hit it. There we go. That ought to work. Alright, we are now free. What is our acceleration rate, I do ask? 1.6. Wait a minute. What is the gravitational pull of the moon? Is it more than 1.6? I thought the moon is like... You weigh a tenth. So that's going to be not 0.6, isn't it? I think it's going to be somewhere around 0.6. Or no, the moon's gravitational pull would be like 0.1, so that'll give us 0.6 of surplus. Come on, let me focus view. I need this information, man. What you doing to me? Ugh. It's not letting me focus view on the moon. That's very annoying. I can switch to the polar orbit thingy, but I can't focus view on the moon, which means I can't get that information on the gravitational pull. If anybody knows the gravitational pull of the moon in Kerbal Space Program, please post it in the chat ASAP. In the meantime, I'm going to go up here. I'm going to execute a maneuver right about here and hurtle towards the surface. Why? Because that's what I do. Yeah, this has more than enough electricity there. Alright, we'll give this a chance. So what I'm seeing basically is the worst case scenario here is going to be we just dump a couple of these auxiliary fuel tanks. We don't really need all that much fuel anyway. So if we have to, we'll just dump them. I actually kind of like this design. This looks really nice. Let's extend a couple of radiators here. Don't need too many. That's good. I just realized if I am going to jettison any of these fuel tanks, I have to put in all the solar panels and everything, otherwise I risk dying. So that'll be fun. Still weighs 36 tons, this thing. This is like... This is a heavyweight champion right here. Can I do a crew report? No. Crew report is worthless. I don't even know what I was thinking with this. This is going to be completely worthless to me. Like, I don't even have RCS. There is absolutely no way that I'm going to align two spacecraft with this thing. There's absolutely no way that that's happening. I guess, although another spacecraft could merge to this one, which is certainly a possibility, so I guess that's not all problematic to say. Alright, alright. Refreshing the Twitch chat just quickly here. Whoopsie daisy. Alright. At the very least, this looks decent. So we have an approach, albeit a kind of uncertain approach, as we don't know what kind of acceleration we're going to be up against. But we have an approach. 53 meters per second is our orbit speed. Let's go here. 17 minutes. Alright, we are not going to have direct communications to Kerbin, but I do think that we will be able to have some kind of communications relay with some of these orbiting elements. Whoa, there we go. Alright. So as we approach, 1.7 meters per second squared. I really wish I'd put one of those on the surface. What do we need to do anyway? We need to plant a flag. That'll be fun. Oh, we were supposed to transmit science from space around Kerbal. We still got time. We'll do that. Alright, so we need to plant a couple of flags here. That should be easily possible. Don't anticipate many issues with that. Okay. Okay, we're at 300,000. I really want to slow down that orbit speed. Speaking of which, we should switch that to surface. Orbit speed and surface speed are never the same, especially as you get close to the poles. Alright. Give it some time, give it some time. See how it does. We'll be looking at, let's see, 200K. Chop it down again. Okay, this is what I'm talking about. This is getting slow now. What's our gravitational acceleration here? Not point 42. So we should be getting more than one, at least. But that is going to continue increasing. Let's keep that experiment. That's useless right now. What about this? Temperature. Also useless. Alright. We'll see how this does. Yeah, this is very slow. Oh, we got focus view on the moon. Okay, surface level gravity, not 0.16 G. Ooh. That'd be 1.6 meters per second squared. Approximately. Approximately 1.6 meters per second squared. So we need that to be, we're at 1.7. So by the time we get to the surface, we're going to have almost no control authority by thrust. Which basically means this will not end well if we maintain our current configuration. So which one of these are draining? Those would be the best ones to jettison, because that'll give us a little bit of extra room. Just give it some time here. Let's bring that apogee down just a little bit further here. Yeah, because I really don't want to plummet into the surface. Minimus, simple. You can land on Minimus without even trying. The moon is a different story, though. The moon has gravity. Apparently, not 0.16 Gs. Alright, we've got 1.8 meters per second square of acceleration. That gives us even more to work with. Yeah, this is going to be such a screwed up approach. Alright. Give that. What are we at, 100? No, 130. Give it to 100. Alright, then at 100 we're going to burn. 100,000 should be our burn, baby burn rate. We're basically just going to crash into the ground, if anything. What's our 0 meter per second calculation here? So that says 2.42. That's not actually accurate. We're accelerating at 1.8 meters per second squared. The moon's acceleration is approximately 1.6 at surface, so let's calculate based on that. I have no calculator. Did someone eat my calculator again? God damn it. Okay, I found it. No need to worry. Oh. Now there's need to worry. Okay, do that. So, acceleration rate, 1.8 meters per second squared. We're at the surface of the moon, it's 1.6. So we're going to have 0.2 meters per second squared difference. We are currently traveling around 250 meters per second. Divided by 0.2, That gives us 1,250 seconds, which is roughly 20 minutes. Our encounter with the surface is in 3 minutes. So no, we do not have enough acceleration to be able to land on the surface of the moon safely. We will have to jettison one of these. So that's actually not that big of a problem. I can probably do that without too much difficulty. It's just a matter of... Yeah, we've got this. So we're basically just going to be burning the whole way down. And then it's off to Minimus once we plant a flag on this thing. I think... Is it not possible to land a Kerbal using RCS whilst keeping the, you know, spacecraft in orbit? I think it's possible. Definitely possible on Minimus. Might not be so much on the moon. Not sure if you guys have ever watched that film, The First Martian. Spoiler alert. There's a scene where a person has to rendezvous with a spacecraft. And they're on a suborbital trajectory like this, and the spacecraft is like in an orbital trajectory, even on an escape trajectory is what they're on. Without fuel or anything. And somehow they justify them being able... Like, the differences in velocity is going to be at least a couple hundred meters per second. You're just going to be a friggin' fly in the windshield at that. I mean, it was a decent movie, but I mean, come on. Really? I think the film, ultimately, its only redeeming quality is Matt Damon. And that's why people love it so much. Alright, we're going to have to jettison this fuel if we want to survive. So we're at 53,000. Our surface velocity, 93. 1.02 meters per second, so we have a about 0.6 meters per second squared is our overall acceleration rate. 80, 0.6, okay. We actually might be able to keep the fuel. But I mean, this has to be very carefully timed if we are going to do that. Like, I've almost got a... I'm going to retract these as a precautionary measure. And only leave the one. Because in the event that I got to jettison a couple of these, it's going to be ugly. It's going to be very ugly. And it's going to be worse if there's something in the way, so... That's good. Okay, it's not using the central column just yet. Alright. 49,000 to go. I actually want to bring this right down. Like, right down. The maximum velocity that I want to have heading towards the surface is going to be somewhere around 10. Maybe 12. We'll be able to traverse 12 meters per second squared within 10 seconds, within 20 seconds at least. All right. Give it a chance here. We're at 40,000. How the hell close is the ground? God damn, okay. I don't know how far away the ground is. I might just have to jettison a fuel tank for the hell of it. So that I know what ground level is at. Look at how high up we are. We've got plenty of room. Let's just accelerate this into the ground. No, not into the ground. Okay, 100, that's way too much. Way too much. Yeah, I'm going to have to jettison these. I mean, the alternative is that we sit here for 20 minutes watching it approach the ground at an absolute snail's pace. I don't like that alternative. Our acceleration rate is now 1.9 meters per second squared. We might be at 2 by the time we hit the ground of the current trajectory. Still, I don't like where the current trajectory is heading. No, that's not good enough. Retract the panel. We're going to jettison these. It's just too much for us here. Decouple 1. Oh boy. Okay, we almost lost something there. Decouple number 2. Alright, perfect. They pushed off just fine. Acceleration rate. 2.3. Okay, that's not much better. We got 2 more that we got to decouple. This will give us an idea of what altitude ground level is at. So as you can see, 300 meters, 400. Track that until it hits the ground. 700. Okay, we're close to 1 kilometer. Ground is 1 kilometer away, more so. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's 2 kilometers. 2, 2, 3, 2, 4, 2, 5, 2, 6, 2, 7, 2, 8, 2, 9. All right, 3 kilometers to the ground. 4, 5. Let's see what it's at. What does it hit? Friggin' 4 kilometers to the ground? No way. Okay. 5 kilometers to the ground. 6 kilometers. 7 kilometers. All right, not bad. 7.3. They seem to be accelerating. 8 kilometers to the ground. We're determining ground level altitude by dropping a couple of test pieces. 10K. 11K. 12. 13. Alright, around 13.5. So we're going to be hitting the ground at roughly 2,500. 2,500 meters is our ground level. Watch for it. Alright, heading towards the ground at 37. We're currently at 15,000 meters. That's going to take way too long. Let's just let it go a little further. 2,500 is ground level, so we know that now. Start using some of these side chambers here. Oh, we need some fuel in here. Come on. Wait. Hey, what's with this crossfeed here? Come on, we need to get this fuel out of here. Let's go. Oh boy, I don't know. Electricity appears to be holding up just fine. We don't need to worry about electricity right now. What we need to worry about is these 2 side guys. We might need to jettison them. Because these side fuel tanks, I mean, they're nice to have and everything, but they weigh a ton. Literally. Alright, landing is at 2,500. What are we accelerating at? What are we accelerating at? Come on, come on. We need numbers. We need numbers here, people. Accelerating at 2.4. Ground level acceleration is 1.6. That gives us 0.8 meters per second squared of acceleration. We are at 40 meters per second. That is approximately 50 seconds of acceleration. Ground is... Well, I can actually calculate ground level. Ground is 2,500 meters away. Alright, we can probably do this then. We need numbers and we need them fast. Alright, let's reduce this. I want to be looking at 10 meters per second. I estimate this thing can withstand a 10 meter per second impact, but anything more is going to be kind of pushing it. Alright, there we go. 10 meters per second. Let's just keep it there. Right around here. Come on, 15. That's too much. Come on now. Still too much. There we go. 16.4. Alright. We have approximately 1,500 meters to go. We're going at 15 meters per second. That's approximately 100 seconds. So about 100 seconds till ground impact. Any final thoughts from me as we embark on this momentous occasion? Nothing comes to mind. I mean, other than the fact that maybe we can get some science off of this temperature sensor. No, nothing. Is the gravity worth more? It actually is. Okay, actually it's worth about the same. Gravity reading 1.57. Alright, approaching ground. Here we go. Recall, ground level we said was going to be probably 2,500 based on our estimate from jettisoning those side fuel tanks there. Let's see what we get. Alright, 500 to go. 500 meters, ladies and gentlemen. 500 meters. By estimate. Alright, let's keep this stable now. Not too fast. 5 meters per second, very good. That's very good. We can survive that no problem. Alright, 2,900. Again, we were just using an estimate there. Alright. This looks very good, this approach. Alright, keep her stable now. Keep her stable. Come on, keep her stable now. There we go. I should have probably not done that. Oh boy. Okay, keep her stable. Keep her stable. Come on. Okay, that was very bad. Keep her going. Keep her going. Come on. Okay, we've just completely screwed up. Let's go up for another attempt. Going up for another attempt here. Alright, going for gold. Come on now. Ah, what did I do? Jeez. Scared the crap out of me. God damn it. Okay, just go. Just friggin'... Just go. That landing is a complete failure. Alright. Give it another chance. Come on now. Don't screw up this time. Okay, stay. Stay up. Stop bouncing. Okay, alright, it's settled. Okay, jeez. Alright. That was a very, very close call. But we seem to have survived, so that's good. Let's get those solar panels back out. Can't risk running out of electricity on this place. Nice. Alright. Okay. I think this is where we get off. Let's take a quick seismic reading. Very nice, very nice. Let's keep that. We'll transmit it later if we have to. No value for that, obviously. Let's do a crew report. Crew report's worthless, okay. Oh my god, what the hell happened to my throat in the last 6 minutes? Jeez. Alright, so this is stable. Gonna go on EVA. EVA. No. SAS, you need to stay engaged. There is no SAS. Crap. I knew I forgot something. Crap. Okay. Alright, spacecraft. It would be very nice if you do not tip over when I do this. And by very nice, I mean mandatory. Because I do not want to be stuck on the moon. So, yeah. There we go. Alright. She landed. That looks like a safe landing to me. Alright, it looks like our pilot is unconscious. Oh, she's up. Okay. Take care of that. So, number 1, take a surface sample. Oh, that's worth a lot. Even if I don't rendezvous 2 spacecraft, if I transmit that surface sample, that's going to be worth a lot. EVA report is worthless. Don't even bother. Let's plant a flag. What's this site name going to be? Near Death. There we go. Alright. We take another surface sample? No, we can't. Okay, good enough, good enough. Turn on that RCS here. We need to somehow approach this thing without it tipping over. Suggestions. Here's one suggestion. Grab it and board it. It's just that simple. Alright. Alright. We got our surface sample. We got our science data. Is this worth more on the surface? Oops, wrong one. Is this worth more on the surface? It is actually worth a lot more on the surface. Let's actually... Yeah, let's transmit that. And we need to start drilling. Look at this guy going. Look at all the surface drills are going. And I'll need to extend a couple other coolers because this is going to get pretty heated pretty quick. Alright, all the coolers are going. Let's also start filling up our liquid fuel. Alright, liquid fuel fill rate not specified. Not 0.13%. These ought to, pick up the rate a little bit anyway. Apparently my cooling solution is not sufficient. Hence the reason this is increasing in temperature so much. Alright, that's a little better. That's a little better. This one's actually going down, which is good. Alright, alright. Our cooling solution is now working as intended. So we'll leave that as is. This will take a while. We don't need much. Technically, we don't need any. But let's just let it go for a while here. 2.93. Will it survive the night? No, it will not. Damn. Alright. Whoa, 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 whoa. Holy shit! What in the hell just happened? What the fuck? What is this? Why is this thing heating up so much? Oh my god. What? Stop everything. Stop the presses. Oh my god. You think this thing went through a re-entry or something? Jeez. Look at the heat on this thing. Where the hell did that come from? What in the hell just happened here? Okay. Possibly a bug. Start the drills up, I guess. Just let them go. That's... I've never seen that happen before. This whole thing is red. Look at it. Like, what in the hell happened? Alright, now it's cooled off. Jeez. Start the liquid fuel again. Yeah, you know what? That's not even worth it. I'm getting like 6 a day. Like, what is that? That's nothing. Stop the harvesters. We'll retract these. Retract all of them. We got more than enough to get to Minimus anyway. Not like there's any reason to be worried about that. I just thought it'd be cool to try it. Clearly something's going on here. Don't know what. Our next hop is to the Minimus, which necessitates us being on the opposite side of this celestial body. So let's... Actually, no, it doesn't, I suppose. If I get into orbit. Yeah, you know what? Let's just do that. Yeah, I can do that. Definitely, I can do that. I must use the bathroom first. We'll be right back. Alright, hit the stopwatch. We are back and at it. Let's get back over to Kerbal space here. Alright. Even astronauts have to urinate. Of course, most of them don't advertise the fact. Next stop, Minimus. Once I retract these. No idea, again, why this thing heated up the way that it did, but that was kind of weird. Alright. Off we go. To Les Minimus. Which way do I want to go? I want to go at 9 or 0. The weight of this thing is extreme, so it's going to take a while. So, hold on, how am I going to do this? Heading at 9 or 0. That's going to be going like that. Okay. Alright, I see what I'm going to do here. And then we go to there. Perfect. Perfect. Alright. So yeah, finally getting to running some actual computational fluid simulations, which is going to be fun. They're mostly two-dimensional Euler equations, but still, it's better than one-dimensional Euler equations. That's in my world of education, where they are attempting to teach me stuff. Nobody has yet realized that I am dyslexic. Slightly, sort of. Which is interesting, because they actually had me read something. Those of you who are familiar with my reading, I do have my, my whatchamacallit, the read-through on my YouTube channel, Everlasting Summer, in which I am stumbling over every other word. There's at least one person in the world who's watching that intently. I know that as a fact because I've actually seen the viewing stats. One person is watching it. But that one person seems to be enjoying it. Seems to be enjoying watching me make an idiot of myself by stumbling over every other word, even on the simple ones. 'Tis what it is. On our way to Minimus. This is about the longest Kerbal Space Program stream I've ever done. Well, not quite. I think the longest I've done is an hour 30. And I'm not sure I'd be able to do that tonight. We'll see once we get to Minimus if we can make it back to Kerbin. Alright. Guess I can bring in the landing gear. This is going to take a while. This thing has very slow acceleration, but it is extremely efficient. And unfortunately, that seems to be the way things go with just about everything in the world. It's slow to work if it's efficient, it's quick to work if it's inefficient. Just like my car. Right? My car is extremely slow accelerations if I want it to be efficient, but I can romp on the fuel and basically create a smoke screen for the person behind me, and it'll just take right off. Of course, people get pretty ticked off when you create a smoke screen. It's one of those things about driving that, I don't know, it seems pretty fun. I guess it's only fun if you're the one doing it. Bottom line, don't romp on the gas when you're driving my car. I guess nobody here is going to be driving my car, so that's... You never know. Alright. Now if I go from the apogee, that's just going to move it around. I'm going to let the apogee grow to somewhere over here, and then just basically climb it to there, and then poof. Actually, no, no. If I just continue accelerating on this course in the prograde direction, then that should push me off with enough that I can start basically building my orbit altitude to head towards Minimus. That should work. That should work just fine. This is basically like a 2 celestial body hump. Jump. Oh, God. Yet another quote by the 404 guy. Let me write that one down for later. That's going to be on my list of quotes. I have a chatbot running that'll explain a quote if somebody puts exclamation point quote followed by an integer in the chat. There's only 5 of them at the moment. Soon to be 6. That is a 2 celestial body hump. I have been playing too much of Hyperdimension Neptunia, obviously. But hey, it's Hyperdimension. Neptune is life, I guess. That's... Alright, this is getting... Okay, this is starting to look more like it's gonna accelerate straight out this way. It's gonna be an eccentric orbit, but should be at least... Yeah, that's gonna be a very eccentric orbit. Let's keep that a little while longer. Warp it to here. Look at that. That little communication bounce. I love it. Okay, there we go. That's what I'm looking for. Thank you. That'll put us a little bit more in the proper direction. We want to be going tangential to the orbit of the moon, so we want to be basically going out this way. Alright. All looks well. Specific impulse on this engine. Very high. Very efficient. Acceleration rate, not so much. I had that Rhino engine, though. For the engines that consume an oxidizer, the Rhino engine, while being extremely expensive and extremely powerful, ends up being one of the most efficient engines in the game. The ones that use oxidizer, anyway, it is pretty much one of the most efficient ones you can get. However, again, like, it does... Oh, wow. Whoa, look at that orbit. That's okay. Way further than I expected. So we'll leave that as is. We'll need to introduce a maneuver right about here. Bring it out the rest of the way. Whoa, that's even too far. Seems like a feather touch. That's our target. Yeah, that's going to be way off. Alright then. I guess we go to, what is that? Burn time 31 seconds? That's nothing. We've got our solar panels out, I hope. Yes, we do. Let's go there. Onwards and outwards, I dare say. Not much liquid fuel left. I have noticed. Okay. Here we go. We have good communications. We got great communications. Awesome. Alright. Next approach is going to be to Minimus. We are going to land on the surface and plant a flag. It's going to be a 2-mission. Oh, hey, while I'm at it. Hold on, hold on. Oh, hey, where are you going? Come back here. Okay, we'll let it move. And then... Thank you. I need gravity data. Just send anything. Doesn't matter. This is going to be a 3-mission mission. Science data from space around Kerbal. There we go. Alright, next we gotta plant a flag on the Mini of the Mus. Let's go. You know, I bet I could put music to this stream for these long expanses in which very little is happening. Or I could open the question to open the chat to question. See what I mean about dyslexia? I could open the chat to questions. Anything at all, as long as it's not personally identifiable. Alright, that's good. Okay, now we just need to get this descending node fixed. That's good. That's pretty good. So, any questions in the chat as long as it is not personally identifiable? Or maybe I should ask the chat questions. No, that wouldn't be as fun. Maybe I should tell another story of the 404 guy's life. Let me take my dartboard here. Aha! What have we? Okay. Oh boy. This is the story of the time that I was attending a charity walk and absolutely freaked out like 6 people around me. So basically, you know, the story is it was a multiple sclerosis walkathon to raise money for multiple sclerosis research, which is all well and good. But, you know, it's people and their dogs. So basically, I'm walking along and, you know, I'm like 5 years old. I'm really proud of myself here. So I'm like marching with like exaggerated movements and such. And then just out of nowhere, you hear this person screaming. Just like top of their lungs practically. And this is like only 2 feet into the walk. And they yell, "Ew! Poo!" And you look down and I've stepped in probably what is the largest pile of dog droppings that I have ever seen in my entire life. From the perspective of a 5-year-old, of course. This was the entire radius of my shoe. Yeah. And it's coming off in friggin' piles as I'm walking along. Like, this thing is just staining the entire sidewalk. Multiple people are getting caught up in it because of, well, someone didn't pick up after their dog. It's just the base of why it happened. We know why it happened. The unfortunate thing is, I was the first victim. There was like 6 others after me. And that's just an immediate procession. So basically, yeah. So people just say, "Oh, just walk it out. Just walk in the grass there." Yeah. This friggin' walking in the grass, I'm leaving this giant stain of, like a trail of diarrhea-ass dog shit in my path. That's, one of the many stories of the life of the 404 guy. That's just how I live my life. Stepping in dog crap and walking it off in the grass. Alright. I want to get this as close as possible, but these are not going to align very well. So let's just bring that in just a wee bit there. And that should be enough. Let's warp over to here. Hey! There we go. That's much better. Warp it again. One more time. 1, 2, one more time, yeah. Oh, I should play that song. That'd be pretty cool. It's, oh, wait. This game, no, not this game. Twitch doesn't like Yandere Simulator. So I would imagine if I was to play one of those fan-made songs of Yandere Simulator, then my Twitch stream might disappear. Let's see how good this is anyway. Alright. There we go. We have an encounter with Minimus. What is our perigee? 44,000. That is absolutely perfect. Okay. Let's go there. 38 days. 38 days to land on the surface of the miniature moose. Oh, that is beautiful. That is a beautiful approach right there. That is textbook right there. Just perfect. Ah, all right. Let's, yeah, right there. Minimus is one of the easiest celestial bodies to land on due to its extremely low mass. As you can see, gravitational acceleration at sea level is not 0.05 Gs. You could practically land with nothing but RCS on an aircraft this heavy. So we're not going to have any ill effects on our acceleration rate like we had on the moon. Landing here should be an absolute nightmare, simply due to the fact that it is going to be slow and it is going to not likely want to land well. But it is going to be very non-destructive as well. So on the moon, we bounced off of the surface. Well, here, there's not enough acceleration for... Well, actually, I guess there's not enough acceleration to hold you to the ground either. Okay, then. It is very likely that we will bounce off of the surface. Hey, there's where I landed last time. What is that? Is that Rover Boy? There was one where I was talking in Elmer Fudd's voice, and I said, oh shit. And that was that. I've ruined so many people's... That is Rover Boy! Ruined so many people's childhood by that. Oh, there you go, Rover Boy. Oh, shit. You know? It just happened. Wasn't expecting it. Though I don't many people do expect to start talking in Elmer Fudd's voice randomly during the middle of a stream, let alone start swearing in his voice. It just happens. Alright, approaching ground level here. Oh no, we're not going to have... Okay, well we don't need a communications link, that's fine. Because we've got a pilot this time. Last time when we delivered Rover Boy to the surface. Speaking of which, I should probably show everyone Rover Boy because he has a couple of extra features on the bottom. But when we were delivering Rover Boy, we didn't have communications with ground. And so it just like friggin' fell apart, smashed into the ground, everything died. But Rover Boy survived. Don't know how, he just did. Alright, this is gonna be... Hey! It's Charlie Brown! Holy crap! I did not know Charlie Brown was on Minimus. Okay, so we are going to... That's going to give us an exact... Look at that, 18.7 kilometers to there. That's going to give us a very good estimate of where ground level is. That is very useful. Because as long as you know where ground level is, you can just basically warp. Let's do it. Let's friggin' get there. Roughly 15k. Okay, then maybe that's not a great estimate. It is pretty far off. A little bit of error associated with that, but that more or less tells us we're going to be landing close to sea level. So that's going to be in exactly 100 seconds from now at this speed. Of course, we are negatively accelerating. So let's make it 200 seconds at 40 and just kind of hold it there. Okay. And we'll make it somewhere around here, I guess. Alright, alright, alright. Close to 200 seconds there. We still have the free ability to warp. Landing close to sea level, basically. According to this thing where we were at as we were flying directly over the top. I wonder what... I think Charlie Brown is just a flag. I don't remember putting Charlie Brown there, but I think he's a flag. I don't quite... remember my train of thought at the time that I placed that. Alright, roughly 100 seconds at this speed. Whoa, where are you going? Oh. Whoops, I was still in orbit. Alright, heading towards the surface. Ah, crap. I ran out of warp points. I must enter my credit card details to Kerbal Space Program to buy more. And then they will allow me to warp once again. I can't imagine that there would be any resources underneath of this. So these drills are going to be useless. Because what resources exist in a lake? Maybe we'll catch a trout. Oops. Let's focus on this. Okay, what do we got? We've got 3.1 meters per second squared of acceleration. That's about 10 seconds from here, so 3.1 meters per second squared. We have about 1,600 meters. We have 33 meters per second. We are accelerating at 3.6 meters per second squared. And Minimus is pulling at 0.05, which is almost negligible. So we should be able to start burning... wait for it, right about now. Let's see how close I was. Okay, probably pretty far off. Okay, wow. Cheers to the mental math skills. I probably forgot to carry it too. Let's see. Okay, yeah, we'll just eyeball it then. Here we go to land on Minimus to complete our 3-course mission. Science data from space. Planted a flag on the moon. Gonna plant a flag on Minimus. As long as we don't bounce off of the damn surface. Because we bounced off the surface of the moon pretty heavily about 3 or 4 times before we actually landed successfully. Whether or not that will happen here is anyone's guess. Judging by our approach thus far, I am guessing we are going to bounce. Alright, here we go, here we go. Just keep it barely above 0. We barely need any acceleration here. But we do need some. Very careful now. Easy does it. Easy now. Once we're done this, I'm going to show everybody Rover Boy, and they can laugh at my design skills. Alright. Nice. This is going to be perfect. Very good, very good. Okay, off. Oh, that was... yeah. Ever seen someone land a friggin' spacecraft on Minimus like that? Yeah. Yeah, I tell you what, yeah. Oh, yeah, that was like, yeah. Okay, we are not moving over the terrain, but it still won't let us warp. Okay, there we go. Yeah. That's, yeah. Okay. Let's switch to Rover Boy here quickly. Very, very quickly. Where's Rover Boy? No, not the delivery system. Rover Boy. The rover. The Minimus rover. Oh, wait. Rover system relay? What relay? I don't remember giving Rover a relay. Rover doesn't even have a relay satellite on him. What's he doing there? Rover Boy, where's your relay satellite? I didn't give you one. Oh, wait, I did. It's broken. How did you break your relay satellite, Rover? Yeah, bad little Rover. Alright, so this is Rover Boy. With additional features. He has an antenna, which... Why is your antenna extended? I told you to extend your antenna. Yeah. Rovers these days. You have any worthwhile data? You do. Keep that then. Let's go back. We were about to plant a flag and complete this mission. And I got distracted by Rover Boy. So let's complete this mission. Man. That rover's got a pair on him, doesn't he? Oh shit, wait a minute. Board this again. Hold on. Retract these. And this. If I don't do that, I'm gonna smash into them the second I let go of this. So, space to let go. Okay, this is gonna have to be perfect. RCS. No! To stop it! Yeah! Regain your composure, damn it! Okay. RCS. And to the ground. Alright. Time to plant a flag, my friend. Plant a flag. What shall we call this flag, chat? This is next to Charlie Brown. So I wonder, what doth we name this? Is that too racy? Could be. Oh, wait a minute. No, let's call it MS Walk to commemorate the time I stepped in shit. All right. That is perfect. Can we take a surface sample? Yes, we can. Oh my god, that's worth a lot. Keep it. And can we do an EVA report? That is worth a lot. Let's transmit it. No usable devices. Okay, well, do you keep it then? No, we keep it, okay. Okay, we're good. Let's go. Let's get off of this damn planet. It's not a planet, it's a satellite. Let's... whatever. Grab it. And board it. Alright, we're good. Dare we see what resources doth lie below? Why is Microsoft Edge asking me to review it? I mean, Microsoft Edge, I don't use you. why you want me to review you. What review could I possibly give? I wonder, what is everyone else's thoughts on Microsoft Edge? Maybe I'm just embittered or something. Ooh, that's worth a lot. Keep it. I'm tending to keep these because I think I can probably use them for something. We can't use anything with that, though. Log the temperature. Okay, we'll send the temperature along. Is Microsoft Edge usable? I doth wonder. We need more of these. Come on, more drills, more drills. Fill all the fuel tanks. Got these 2 side holders. Gotta fill those up too. Resource converter. Get going on that liquid fuel. Alright, we're going to try and fill these up. And in the meantime, let's go back to the Space Center. Because we can afford a new science thingy. Uh-oh. No, it's still going. Okay. I thought it crashed. That scared me. Okay, new science thingy. What should we buy? We can only afford the 300s. Advanced metal or unmanned tech. These are both useless to me. What the hell am I going to do with either of these? This thing has a girder and a shield and a coupler. And this one just has a box and another box. A hexagonal box. But these are both worthless. I want these things, but they cost 500. Okay. Well, holy crap! All the money! Where'd all that money come from? Jesus! Plant a flag on the moon. What did I do literally 10 minutes ago? Ugh. Science data from space around Minimus. I can do that standing on my nads. Surface outpost on Minimus not needed. Space around Duna. I think I've got one out there. What else? Nothing. Alright. Well, I doth think that doth finish the episode. I'm the 404 guy, 7HE 404GUY. What the hell is that red thing? That just looks weird. No idea what that is. Never seen it before in my life. But I'm the 404 guy, 7HE 404GUY, and that seems to be everything for today's Kerbal Space program. Let's just see how Intermodal is doing here. We might have to send it back to the moon. I don't want to do that, though. I've got valuable data on this thing. If I lose it, I'm going to be friggin' pissed. So that's going to be it for this episode of Kerbal Space Program. Thank you to everyone who tuned in, and thanks for following the channel if you follow. I'm 404 guy 7HE 404GUY. Feel free to tune in tomorrow around noon hour. Oh, hey, we have a follower as well. Thank you very much. It's fine. I don't require people to chime in. But I do appreciate the follow. Thank you very much. And that's it for this episode. Sorry if it was a bit of a short one. An hour and 30 minutes tends to be my limit. So that's all for today. Thanks for tuning in, everyone, and have a great day. I remember Charlie Brown now. Charlie Brown was the dog. The dog is no longer alive. I am sad. But I think that's what that thing was. That other flag that we flew over. Oh yeah, I've got a new quote to add too. That's gonna be fun. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. I'll be back tomorrow at noon hour, I guess. Probably.